Snow breaking out across parts of central and eastern Kentucky. I've got an updated call for snowfall just ahead.
This blast of winter could make travel tricky. We're in southern Kentucky to see how road crews are getting ready.
Florida Senator Marco Rubio is taking steps to run for president. I'm Mark Albert in Washington with the latest on a rapidly expanding field of possible GOP candidates.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Palumbo. Snow is back in the bluegrass. A wintry mix started falling a few hours ago in Lexington. You're looking at Triangle Park and Rupp Arena. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking the snow on this first alert severe weather day. And Chris, it's a different scene here in the Hamburg area than it is downtown.
Yeah, here's the view in Hamburg as of now with the snowy conditions that are out there. It's a wet snow that is coming down. A lot of it is melting, though, as those temperatures are just above the freezing mark. But as the sun gets lower on the horizon, now we're going to start to see the sticking snows begin to settle in. Obviously, last winter would have laughed at this snowfall we're talking about, but this isn't last winter. We've had it in short supply so far this year. But overall, we are seeing more in the way of some wet snows taking over as we go through the evening. So that wintry mix that some folks are seeing, and yes, we still have a few into southern and southeastern Kentucky with some plain old rain. Well, all of that is changing over to a moderate band of snow as we go through the next several hours. Better chance late this evening into the overnight when sticking snow will become a good likelihood across most of the region. Live First Alert Defender is picking up on the band of snow that we talked about yesterday, setting up from southwest to northeast, right on top of the Lexington Metro. What it is also having a little trouble with is kind of deciphering who's getting a little bit of a mix, who's getting the out-and-out snows. It's trying to obviously color code everything in what it thinks based on those temperatures that are just above freezing. So a band of snow extends from around Morehead State University through Lexington, Richmond, and points southwest from there. Want to show you something interesting to see. Notice how it looks like we have thunderstorms showing up here, or very heavy rain. When Defender is seeing the yellows and the reds, those are big fat snowflakes that are showing up on our Live First Alert Defender now. And the moisture train is going to continue to make its way in from southwest to northeast. So an updated call for snowfall. Last call for snowfall updated now with a 1 to 3 inch band across parts of the Lexington Metro into northeastern Kentucky on either side of that, according to maybe a couple of inches. Farther southeast that we go, we have to contend with a little more rain this evening, so you may only pick up an inch or so at the very most. But Jennifer, as we go through the evening, it is this corridor right on top of the Lexington Metro that will pick up a wet snowfall to the tune of 1 to 3 inches by tomorrow morning.
We'll check back in with Chris in about 15 minutes. And road crews haven't had much snow to remove this winter, but that could change tonight. That's why Pulaski County's road department brought in extra help this afternoon. WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us how they're getting ready. It's our top story at 4.
Bandy Road here in northern Pulaski County, one of 2,000 miles of roadways that county road crews will be tackling. They say they are ready to go for whatever would fall from these skies tonight. The road department brought their crews in about 2 o'clock this afternoon, but earlier this morning, men were busy working on trucks, fixing wheels and tires, and making sure everything is ready to go. The road department here has dealt with only 2 snow events this season, and they have 300 ton of salt on hand with 100 ton more on order from Louisville. Once the snow begins, and if it is significant, it could be a long night and day tomorrow for the county workers.
We don't work anyone any longer than a 16-hour shift, but we're prepared. You never know how to work it till it gets here.
I also spoke with the state highway office in Pulaski County. They tell me they are also ready. They have all their trucks geared up with the plows. Their salt dome is full as well. Right now, it's simply a waiting game. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Officials say Pulaski County has 5 trucks that work the subdivisions and 12 other trucks that focus on the other roads. You can always track severe weather when you're away from your TV with WKYT.com and on the WKYT First Alert Defender radar app for your iPad or smartphone. And be sure to help us track the snow. Send us your photos and videos using the hashtag WKYTRulesWinter. State Senator Brandon Smith is giving his side of the story one day after his attorney tried to get Smith's DUI charge dropped because of a more than 100-year-old Kentucky law. police arrested Smith on the first night of the legislative session. Today, the Republican from Hazard said he was not drinking that night. Yesterday in court, his attorney cited an 1891 statute in the Kentucky Constitution that says members of the General Assembly will be privileged from arrest during the legislative session. Hear from Brandon Smith in an exclusive interview on WKYT News at 5 and 6. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. Lexington police are investigating a hit and run that sent a sanitation worker to the hospital this morning. Police say the worker was hit by a car while picking up trash on Mount McKinley Way just after 8. Officers say he was rushed to the hospital with a severe leg injury. Neighbors in the area heard his screams for help and called 911.
Felt bad, because it's like, he's just doing his job, picking up their recyclables, going on with his day, and then he gets hit by a car, and nobody knows really what happened except his partner.
Police say the worker's partner describes the vehicle as a gold Chevy Malibu or Toyota. There was a gold Malibu found parked in the area. Police towed it away and are now working to figure out if it was involved. We'll have more reaction from neighbors on WKYT News at 5. Investigators have identified a woman found murdered in an eastern Kentucky home. State police say the victim is 55-year-old Deborah Baker of Middlesboro. Police say she was found about midnight inside a home south of Pineville on Old Bell High Road. State police and the Bell County Sheriff's Office have not released any information about a suspect in this case. We'll have the latest in the investigation coming up on WKYT News at 4:30. That is a look at just some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Amber. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. The field of Republicans running for president could soon get bigger. CBS News has confirmed Florida Senator Marco Rubio is taking the first steps for a possible run. Mark Albert has details from Washington.
CBS News has learned freshman Senator Marco Rubio has hired a new fundraiser and will go to California next week to raise money. Last Sunday, Rubio talked about a possible run on Face the Nation.
I believe that we need to turn the page and fully embrace all the opportunities and confront the challenges of a new century.
Nathan Gonzalez of the Rothenberg and Gonzalez Political Report says Rubio's White House decision will impact the 2016 race for his Senate seat.
If he doesn't run for re-election, Republicans have to find another quality candidate in Florida to try and hold a very competitive state.
In a recent poll, CBS News asked Republicans who they'd like to see run. Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush led the field, with Rubio in the middle of the pack.
Everyone thinks that they can win, and it's going to take more than a poll to get them out.
Several presidential hopefuls will be in Iowa Saturday at a gathering of conservatives. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker described what he thinks Republicans need.
People want someone new, someone fresh with big, bold ideas from outside of Washington.
Jeb Bush and Mitt Romney will not be in Iowa this weekend, but they met privately in Salt Lake City on Thursday. Bush was spotted at the airport.
Well, I'm definitely not a movie star, that's for sure.
A Bush spokeswoman said the two men enjoyed the visit. Mark Albert for CBS News, Washington.
One other potential candidate could soon enter the field. Former New York Governor George Pataki announced yesterday he's formed a super PAC to explore a presidential bid. One of America's closest allies in the Middle East was laid to rest this morning. Thousands turned out to mourn King Abdullah in Mecca. He died early this morning at the age of 90 after nearly 2 decades in power. The ruler of oil-rich Saudi Arabia was one of the wealthiest men in the world. He worked to modernize Saudi Arabia, give more freedom to women, and was a strong U.S. ally in the battle against al-Qaeda. King Abdullah's half-brother Salman immediately succeeded him.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Wall Street ending the week mostly lower after 4 days of gains. The Dow closed down 141 points to 17,673. The Nasdaq closed up 7 and the S&P lost 11. It's getting more expensive to be a renter. Real estate firm Zillow says monthly rental prices climbed 3.3% in December from the year before. San Francisco and Denver saw double-digit increases. Cities including Chicago, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. had slower gains. TurboTax is offering some customers a $25 rebate. The company apologized to people who bought its least expensive version last year. This year, to file for small business, capital gains, and rental property, they had to upgrade to more expensive versions. New numbers show Uber drivers are making 48% more than the average taxi driver. Excuse me. Princeton economist Alan Kruger found drivers for the ride-hailing startup earn an average of $19 an hour compared to $12.90 for taxi drivers and chauffeurs.
Escalators, elevators, they've got it all. This place makes me want to go grocery shopping again. We are here at the brand new Kroger, Euclid Avenue. Michelle Cummins is with us, the store manager. What an exciting couple of days with your grand opening, and what a cool grocery store.
I know, it's really exciting to work at. It's very different. You cannot get it anywhere else, so wow.
So 3 floors, you said. This is a triple decker.
Yes, ma'am. You've got rooftop parking, and then we do all of our production in the basement, and then you have your ground level sales floor.
Okay, how did we come up with a grocery store like this? I mean, is this norm in other states? Because clearly it's not in Kentucky.
No, it's not really normal, and they had to think about how to get everything in here that we needed to in order to give the community everything that they're asking for. So we had to expand different ways.
Okay, you know, I had to highlight one of the fun things that you have going on here at the grocery store. This is the beer cave. So on a Friday afternoon, we're thinking if you want to check out the new Kroger on Euclid Avenue, you might want to check out the beer cave.
Well, yeah, so what better place to come and grab what you need before you go out on the night or you have friends over. So just come on into the beer cave.
You also have some different things like in the deli. You've got a Starbucks. Really, this Kroger is also for UK students.
Oh yeah, you know, we're centrally located here near campus, so they can easily come in here and just grab and go. And better yet, they can use their Plus account to purchase items in our store.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly for the student?
That means instead of having to hang out on campus to spend their money on food around campus, they can now go to a grocery store and they can spend mom and dad's money here.
Have mom and dad buy you a Starbucks, kiddos, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys are also doing specials, not just at this Kroger, but all of your Kroger.
Yeah, it's citywide, so you can pick up a lot of great deals all around Lexington.
Okay, so coming up at 4:50, we're moving to the deli where they have food trucks in the grocery. We'll have more on that. Take more of a tour here at the new Kroger on Euclid Avenue. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys. I'm going grocery shopping.
In this countdown to game time, the Wildcats hit the road for what could be another tough test in the SEC. Undefeated Kentucky is in Columbia getting ready to take on South Carolina. The Gamecocks are 10-7 with only one SEC win over Alabama. WKYT sports anchor Brian Milam joins me this week, and let's hope this game is less eventful than the one last year in Columbia.
Yeah, last year was a wild game, a game which John Calipari did not get to see the end of it. And if he did see the end of it, it was only the last 10 minutes in the locker room somewhere. He said in his latest press conference, he said, you know, I just watched the end of it last week because he got tossed. Now, that game also, John Robick came in a coach, but that game was also the turning point for UK season because from that point on, it was UK got going. They understood their mistakes. Their UC Cal getting tossed. And from that point on, UK was a different ball club. A lot of people tweeted out that day, it's the demise of UK.
Right.
And then they took off.
But that was also the game that afterwards Aaron Harrison said that the Cats could still write their own story.
Right.
And yes, they did.
Well, they did all the way to Dallas into the championship game and a bounce or two here or there. And who knows, we could have hung number 9 last year. But that ball game, when they play Sandstorm in South Carolina, they get going. And South Carolina's struggling right now. They're 1-4 in SEC play. But it's South Carolina. Right. In 2010, UK was undefeated going into Columbia, and guess what? South Carolina beat UK.
And it's an interesting atmosphere, too, because there were a lot of UK fans there last year. And then when the South Carolina fans stormed the court, and Andrew Harrison said at the news conference this week, he remembered that. They didn't like it.
Oh, no, not especially, you know, you're going to lose. OK, that happens. But when everyone storms the floor, they know it's a big game. And you don't storm the floor for Sisters of the Poor school down the road. You storm it for UK. Right. And when anytime UK comes calling, it's going to be a huge crowd.
Kentucky is coming off of the win over Vanderbilt as they head into this game. So what are you looking for in this matchup tomorrow?
Well, you know, John Calipari has said earlier this week he still needs more offensive efficiency out of his entire ball club because they do go through spells where you don't know, hey, they're on fire, then they stop for a few minutes. The freshmen, while very talented, Cal does not trust them, as he said, late in the game to put the game away. They miss some free throws, what have you. He likes the experience factor, but let's be real honest. The freshmen have carried this ball club in spurts. Cal says he's going to experiment. Last year it was a tweak that got everybody going. I don't think he needs to experiment that much, but opponents have taken away the lob a little bit more than what they did in the beginning of the season. That's one reason why UK's 2-point field goals a couple of weeks ago, people said, oh, they're worst in the country for that spell, because people were taking away the lob.
What's your prediction for tomorrow?
Cats will win. I think you're going to look at about an 8 to 9 point ball game.
All right, it's a noon tip-off for the Cats and Gamecocks tomorrow on ESPN. Then the Cats back on the road next Thursday to take on the Missouri Tigers. And Sunday, catch This Is Kentucky basketball here on your official UK station. This week, senior Sam Malone is my co-host, talking about everything from hoops to his hair and infamous headbands. This is Kentucky basketball airs Sunday morning at 11:30 here on WKYT. The Cats have played well when he wears the headbands.
Well, they're undefeated, yeah.
That's right.
They're pretty good.
Brian, thanks so much for being
No
here.
problem.
And we're glad you're with us on WKYT. Here are Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott with What's Next at 4:30.